calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First plays a run with Nwangu, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
52 blaster. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
The Niners at 9-2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And Lance's throw complete there to McLeod.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
The Lance going to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Another run now for Nwangu. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one. Huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. McCaffrey running up the middle. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have regained the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And they'll go for it. Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Yellow. 6. Red. Black ultra. Yellow.
Now Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Now it's Murray. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 cycles. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down, McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Touchdown 49ers.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On the move to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Lance looks to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Lance now to throw.
Forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Okay, right? Watch it, stick. Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a throw here to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This one complete, lands to Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners will add to their fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Murray to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Now Lance. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now Murray. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the 49ers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma sit on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your